Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having an amazing day. In today's video, quite a special video because number one, it's going to be the first video on the brand new Lexus IS200. The second one we bought, obviously the old one just chilling over there behind the bin. And yeah, so it's the first video on this car, and the second reason why it's a special video because guys, this is literally, I've been waiting to do this since I was born. Like, I'm not even joking, guys. It's got one problem, guys. One problem, one major issue with this car, which honestly I deem it useless. So basically, I'm going to show you guys right now. My car does not have an armrest, and very upsetting to see. Very not good. But yeah, okay, in all seriousness, guys, basically with these cars, the armrest was an optional extra. So some of these cars got the armrest and some of them don't, and unfortunately my car obviously doesn't have an armrest. And one thing about me, guys, I need my armrest. I love my armrest. I find it very uncomfortable driving with that one. And yeah, so what we've done, guys, obviously, I mean pretty obviously, we've gone and bought ourselves an original Lexus IS200 armrest. And yeah, we're going to be slapping on today because, as you guys can see, I don't know what this abomination of an armrest is. Some peasant spec armrest. Look at that, bro. That's shorter than my head, fam. Like, what, guys? Come on. We're gonna head back in the garden. I'm gonna show you guys the armrest real quick. So hopefully it'll go in pretty easily. So yeah, let's head in the garden, guys. Before we head in the garden, can we just like appreciate how amazing this color looks? Like, this color looks gorgeous. It's so sunny right now, and the color is popping right now. Bloody hell. All right, so we got a box here, and as you guys can see, there's quite a lot of bits to this armrest. So I was quite surprised when I first received it, but I've already opened it. So as you guys can firstly obviously see, we got the actual armrest over here. This one's in mint condition, looks pretty nice. It feels absolutely amazing. It's so nice and soft, genuine leather. I hope so anyways. So yeah, that's the armrest. Let's put that aside there. Now we can see all the bits that come with it. It's quite a lot, to be honest. So this is the interior trim that gets replaced, I'm guessing. Got some nice suede material on there, not bad. Nice little upgrade. We've got this thing. I guess this thing holds the armrest. I have no idea. This thing looks a bit complicated, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna set that aside, and again, get some more pieces of trim. That probably goes on the inside. You can see the suede material over there as well. And then we've got these two circle things. I'm not too sure. I guess that goes on the side. Yeah, that probably goes on the side of that. And then yeah, then we just got some few screws and bolts to bolt this thing on the vehicle. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So yeah, it looks like quite a big job, to be fair. I thought it was a slap on job, but nah. So let's head back outside and get this thing slapped on. All right, so we're in the car now. Before we make a start, I'm just gonna do a little quick disclaimer. It's quite a big job, you know. When I first bought the armrest, I thought it would be a slap-on job, like you just probably just unscrew these two and slap it on. But it's quite a bloody big job, guys. You have to remove the entire center console. You have to literally lift the whole thing up. I guess we can make a start now. So obviously the first step is just taking this entire center console out. Bloody hell, that's gonna be long. All right, so the first step, I'm guessing, just gotta remove this center piece of trim. There you go. And now there should be this screw just over there, and there should be another one just on the other side, just over there. And that's what's holding the front bit, the center console. So just get a Phillips and just unscrew those two screws. All right, so I got those two screws removed, and there's also two more. There's one just over there, and there's one on the other side. I've already taken them out. So now there's, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a last pair of screws here. You just gotta lift up this fabric, whatever it is, and you're gonna see two more screws. So just, yeah, take them out. Oh, come on, man. All right, so guys, once all the screws are removed, so you guys can see, take those two screws out. This thing should now be loose, as you guys can see. You can lift it up. It's not too difficult to get this out, to be fair. But once all the screws are out, I think you also do have to remove this handbrake gaiter. So just lift that up, pull it out, and then this thing should just slide out pretty easily. Audio. So, alright, so I've got the center console pulled out. Oh my god, bruv. And now that that's out, we can move on to the next step. All right, so firstly, obviously, guys, we need to get rid of this thing and the inside bit as well. I think it's one whole piece, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna flip it upside down, and as you guys will see, we've got a bunch of screws here, as you guys can see. So what we're gonna do is just gonna unscrew all of that, and then this plastic box should just slide right out. Just a quick one, guys. So I've removed all of the screws, as you guys can see, but once you've done that, you do actually have to remove these two as well, just so we can actually pull out the bottom part, because the lid is stopping it from doing that. Right, as you guys can see, the old container box is finally out. So yeah, now literally we're going to do the reverse. Now we're going to get our new one. Obviously, as you guys can see the difference, they are two slightly different. Just obviously that's where the armrest is going to go in, so chuck that away, we're not going to need that. And yeah, we're literally going to slap this in reverse now, and yeah, pretty easy. All right, as you guys can see, we've got the new center bit on, and yeah, it's looking fresh, looking fresh. Let me show you guys the underside. Just 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You're gonna have 4 screws remaining. That's obviously from the old lid, and as long as you got this part on nice and tight, we can now move on to the next step. All right, so we're back in the car, and here's where things get a little bit weird now. So firstly, I'm gonna go through it step by step for you guys. So firstly, you got to remove these 2 10mm bolts, which is just a bracket, guys. It's nothing got to do with the handbrake cable. So yeah, just remove these 2 10mm. Whoa, this one's tight. Oh shit. Okay, so once those 2 screws are removed, this thing should just pop off nice and easy. You're not really gonna need this anymore, so just chuck that away. And right, so now here's where things get interesting, in my case anyways. So for some of you guys, you might have some sort of strap here that you can just pull up, but in my case, this carpet is from a 99 reg car, so this whole thing is joined up. But for a lot of you guys, you should just be able to separate this. There should be some sort of sticky thing here where you can just sort of pull open. But in my case, what I'm gonna have to do, I've got my knife here. I'm actually gonna have to slice this open, and I'm gonna show you guys once I've opened this up. Okay, so I've got that cut up now, and I'm gonna show you guys why I had to do that. So obviously, we've got our big frame here, and as you guys can see, there's four bolts. So we're gonna put one there, and same on the other side. So obviously, as you guys can see, we've only got 2 holes here. But the reason why I cut it, because as you guys can see, there's actually 2 more hiding. It's underneath these black stickers. There you go, it just came off right now. So just take them off, guys. As you guys can see, it should come off nice and easily. And now we've actually got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is where this frame is gonna bolt onto. All right, once you've done that, just line this thing up with the bolts and make sure it's facing the correct way. So we got these 2 long bits facing towards the gear lever. So yeah, make sure it's correct in the correct position. And yeah, what we can start doing now, we can start bolting it in. You can literally use the exact same 10mm bolts that we used for that old frame just over there. So just use these 2, and obviously you're gonna need 2 more extra just so you can get all 4 bolted in nicely. What I did also have to do, unfortunately, I did have to chop off a little bit more of my carpet, as you guys can see, but it should be alright. It should be held on nice and tight anyways. I have just tucked it right underneath these clips. Make sure these are still exposed. But yeah, once we got this metal bracket installed nice and tight, we can now do the fun part. We're going to get the center console back in place. So I'm going to have to do that off camera, because I have no idea how I'm going to do that in this tight space. So hopefully the center should be back in 3, 2, 1 and bang. So we got the center console back in place. Yeah, it should just slide right on top, right over this metal thing. But yeah, once you've got the center console back in place, what we're literally just gonna do is slap on all the screws again, make sure this thing is nice and tight. So the 2 screws over there, the 2 in there, as you guys can see, they've got the 2 screws just over there, and obviously the 2, one over there and one on the other side. So I want to get that all screwed in real quick. All right, so got the armrests all nice and bolted on. Now we just got to deal with this thing. So we got this little part over here, and obviously this guy goes just over here. It should just clip in nice and tight. Now is the final bit, guys. So we got our armrest here. So how are we gonna do this? What you do first, you're just gonna slide it on top just like that. Make sure it's sitting correctly. You'll know that when it clicks into place, and you can see it's nice and flush. But once that's sat like that, you want to get your bolts. These are 12mm bolts. I think they're 12. Let me just double check. Yeah, these are 12mm bolts, and I'm pretty sure these might be specific to the armrest. As you guys can see, it's not your average bolt. It's got some sort of thick metal around it, so you might have to get these specific bolts. So once you get your hands on these, and you got the armrest sitting in position like that, make sure it's pointing upwards. There's 2 holes on each side, and literally all you guys want to do, you want to get these 12mm, you know, slide it in and just screw it in. Just tighten it up right now, and once it's tight, we're going to tighten up the other side. Once you guys got that bolted in, you just want to give it a little quick test, make sure it's loose Oh, make sure it's not loose, make sure it goes up and down nice and correctly. As you guys can see, this one works nice, perfectly fine. And the last step is we're gonna get our trim covers, and these are labeled by the way. You can see the left and the other one right. These just slap them on the edges over there, so one over there and one over there. All right guys, as you guys can see, the armrest is finally completely finished. And guys, this little thing over here is probably the best thing I've done all year, like no joke guys. This is the armrest, obviously all nice and complete. And yeah, obviously guys, it lifts up. We got a nice little storage container in here. This thing feels absolutely amazing. Like the way, the positioning, everything, it is bang on. But yeah, that's it guys. I don't really have much else to say apart from this, how comfortable it is. I will show you guys how it looks like from the back. That's how it looks from the back. It looks pretty sick. I do like how it looks from the rear. But yeah, that's about it guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other ideas for this car or suggestions, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.